Okay, episode 162. Yeah. And they're really going a lot with this arc for Otsu. I think there's almost around 5 episodes now, which is really long for usually for an arc with Gintama. Yeah. I really love that episode. Yeah. Wonder what's the final contest is about. Okay. Final match. So I guess this is also the final episode of this arc. I forgot about Takachin. I wonder how he's doing now. So I guess a day has passed already, or maybe it isn't even a day yet. Oh, a boxing match. I guess now it all boils down to their fighting skills, or maybe there's a twist. It won't just be them boxing. Oh, this is bad. Because Hijikata is really strong. Oh. And the height advantage of Hijikata is really a lot. Collecting abilities. Oh, the Dragon Ball soundtrack. Oh, using only gloves. Oh, yeah. At least now, Shinpachi has a better chance. Aren't selling very well. So this is now like a Yu-Gi-Oh contest fight battle or something. Oh, then those cards will box each other. Oh. So it is like Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're only using one card. So it's still somewhat dependent on their luck. It is. It's definitely from Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a lot. Oh, that's okay. But the problem is Hijikata could attack him directly. Oh, so she's not going to do anything. Oh, she will discriminately attack anyone. Anyone. That means he might attack. He might attack Hijikata. Is he going to attack Hijikata? Oh. Maybe that's how the life points will be reduced is if it hits. Oh, nice. I thought that just somewhat it might indiscriminately attack Hijikata. But I guess the hologram needs to physically hit the player for it to damage the life points. Who's that? Okay. Oh, her race player. Oh, the Kimura. No attack points or defense points. Oh, it made it worse. Oh no. I'd get a damage now. Oh yeah, and they only have 2,000 life points. Oh, the day of the month. Oh, it's the time where she's having a menstrual period or something. She's turning into a monster now. Whoa. He could just one shot Shinpachi now. They're all base players. I'll say on that day of the month. Usually it's not. Especially with shonen. Oh. Oh, his smoke came off. Oh man. One attack. Yeah. He just lost their mode. Yes, this is a turning point for Shinpachi. Drum. Now it says his mustache or something. How is that relevant? Yeah. Oh, it's going to be trouble. Is it like an Exodia or something? Or maybe it's going to be Shinpachi who's going to draw that kind of card. Oh. Whoa. That aura. Maybe he could find the pizza and maybe these guys would be pretty strong if they make up or something. uh, but it might work with uh oh, Otsu or the hairdresser. I think it's Otsu. Oh, it's the hairdresser. Now they make up, so I guess they'll become much stronger now because they'll be able to jam or something. What song is this? Is this Otsu's song? It will reflect. Oh, oh. So I guess Shinpachi now wins. Okay. So I guess it's still not the end of the arc. Okay, post credits scene. Shiruko and Zenzai. Shiruko. Oh, sweet bean soup and red bean soup. Okay, so that's the end of the episode, and I thought that they're going to end this arc. I guess they're still just prolonging this arc. But yeah, they're somewhat doing the parody of, I guess, Yu-Gi-Oh! With the unexpected last move that will turn the tides. And yeah, I guess it means that, yeah, if it doubles the attack points of um of Otsu of Hijikata, so I guess there's still some remaining life points for Hijikata. So I guess he still somewhat has a chance to come back because I think 1970. So I guess if that is reflected back to Hijikata, so I guess now he has 30 life points remaining. So yeah, I'm not sure who's. I guess if that's the case, it's still possible that Hijikata will win this contest. I guess it more benefits Hijikata more than Shinpachi if he wins this contest, because he just wants to move on with all of this otaku stuff, and I guess that's with Shinpachi he just wants to reclaim the position of being the Tsutsarakato Club official fan club, but I think he still doesn't realize that once Hijikata never told them with regards to him moving on from becoming an otaku. Because once that happens, all the other subordinates that to the even the organization that the Susengumi that Hijikata created will just vanish once he finally, I guess, moved on from being an otaku, and I guess it all goes back to normal. So I think maybe in the end it will be, my prediction is that um the Sun Segumi will win the contest, and maybe I guess we just with what happened it will just make Otsu more connected to Shinpachi and the Yorozuya even more. I think that in the end that will at least satisfy Shinpachi. That's what I think with this episode. But so far, this episode has just been more about making fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess with, or maybe just the idea of the chips having those cards. So, but yeah, and also the callbacks to those unexpected things to those cards. And it's more about um, chances, and I guess there's still but that's the difference with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think, because if you assemble your deck or other card game, there's still some kind of strategy that needs to be held. And I guess with Shinpachi, his case is just random. Just Gin just buys a lot of those chips, and he just uses whatever is in that chip. So I guess he's at a really big disadvantage from Hijikata, who has a lot of cards. So I guess he was the one he's the one who's supposed to be prepared for this. But I guess that's the problem sometimes. Another thing is that there are also times when the luck of your opponent is, if it's really up there, unexpected things, and yeah, because um, I think two turns ago, I think Hijikata has already won. But because of that bass player, that yeah, so, and yeah, that happens a lot with other anime card games, that even though they've been almost at the brink of losing, so a lucky card or something like that suddenly change the tide. But usually in real life card games, it rarely happens, especially if your opponent is really prepared, has really been having a lot of strategies with regards to that. So sometimes it's not enough to turn the tides. But I guess this time it worked with Shinpachi. But yeah, it really brings back a lot of memories with Yu-Gi-Oh! I really enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards before when I was I think in high school or something. So it was really popular back then. I think it's still right now, but I think it's more mainstream before compared to now. But yeah, It's really fun to play, and yeah, it's also awesome anime back then. But the problem is that a lot of those times were more about um, chances or a lucky break that the main character usually gets, which is really kinda kinda repetitive in the end, but a lot of times. But yeah, so and the strategy aspect is somewhat losing from that kind of vibe. But yeah, that's um my perspective in regards to that. And yeah, so far I think I still like the episode 160 and 161 a lot more compared to this and the marathon. So yeah, I wonder how this will end, what plot twist that they will do, and yeah, so far it's been a really long arc for this. It seems like it almost at the same number of episodes as the Yoshiwara and the Shinsengumi. I guess even the Shinsengumi crisis, I don't think they even had this many episodes. So yeah, maybe this is. I guess this is based from the manga. So yeah, I guess that's one of the unique things with Gintama is that if an idea comes to mind, they just do it, and it doesn't matter if it's if it does that kind of effect as the other stuff that they had. I guess this is just them buying some time for them to gather some thoughts on what they could do in the future. And I guess this is also somewhat another thing that they've also been doing is that maybe this is um, uh, a current event happening in Japan right now. So maybe by the time this was being created, so maybe these are the times where fan clubs are competing with each other. So maybe that's where the author referenced that, or maybe he experienced these things. So yeah, I guess that's the one of the creative things with Gintama is that they could do whatever they want, well, however crazy it is, and yeah. So it's been um, a okay arc for me, but yeah, it's still nice to have these kinds of arc to at least have some kind of uh, leeway or fun kind of situation before a serious or um, a very um, nerve wracking situation will happen with Gintama because that Yoshiwara arc is really I think it's really it really um, put the level of arcs the standard for Gintama very high. So I think I'm not sure if the other fans or other viewers also felt that after that Yoshiwara arc you somewhat kind of feel wanting more for that kind of situation, especially with after introducing the brother of Kagura, the that the forgot their the Harusame group. So yeah, and also with regards to there's still a lot of things that they could still explore with regards to the lore of the of Gintama of their world because yeah, there's still a lot with the Amanto, with the because the war with the Edo, with the Shinsengumi, and also with the Jui. So with regards to also with the I think they also introduced a high level officials of Amanto that has been manipulating the Edo, and they still haven't gotten back to that yet. I think that's also another thing that they could explore. But I guess they're now that they've introduced the Yato or the Yato threat, so I think they would still focus more on that. I guess maybe they're just building up to that, planning what they could do before that happens, and yeah, I'm just really excited and hoping to see that um, somewhat kind of sequel with the Yoshiwara arc. And yeah, Yoshiwara arc was really, I think, my favorite arc on the whole Gintama series. I think it really, even I thought that the Benizakura was the best, but that Yoshiwara arc really stepped out a notch more than the Benizakura arc. And yeah, I really enjoyed that arc, especially the there's a lot of amazing moments in that. So I hope that we could see another arc like that in the future after this arc. And I'm guessing after this arc, there's going to be just another episodic story. So, but this which is still nice because I think there's still a lot of funny episode, unique stories that we don't see rarely as much in other anime. So yeah, that's what I think with this arc, with this episode. And if you want to share your thoughts, just leave your comments down below. And please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to watch the next episode, you could do that on my Patreon and the link in the description down below. And if you want to request an anime which is not part of my reaction list right now, you could also do that by becoming one of my higher patron tiers, and it will really help support me a lot in doing this in a full-time basis. And thank you very much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.